Hey y'all. Okay, let's make some chicken fajita soup. Now you may have never made this. Let me show you what I got here going so far. My skillet was getting warmer, I thought it was, and I went ahead and threw these in there. I initially was going to do fajitas and quesadillas, you know, because they're kind of the same ingredients. So I was going to do a little combination of both. But when I do chicken fajitas, I love to grill my chicken. And it's just so yucky outside, I thought, you know what, I don't even want to fool with that. I just want to cook something and be cozy in the house. So I thought, well, I could do a casserole or a soup. And I have already done a fajita casserole on here before. It's been a minute, but I've done one. So I thought, well, we're going to do soup. And so I got me a rotisserie chicken, so I wouldn't have to get out there and grill. And we're going to do a chicken fajita soup. I think y'all will love this. It is delicious. And we will do our fajitas and quesadillas one day next week whenever it clears up. Okay, y'all? So let me show you what I got here. I just have all kinds of colors of peppers: red, green, yellow, a little bit of orange, and some onions. And as you can see here, I left these in bigger pieces. That's because we want our soup to kind of be like a fajita style. You know, now if you want to dice them up smaller, you certainly can. I wanted them to be bigger to be more like a fajita type deal since we're doing a fajita soup, okay? So that's where we're at. If y'all see little Belle's in the chair over here, she must have been too tired to jump down once I started this, because usually she does. I've got some broth over here. One of these is to go in our soup, and the other one is for our rice. We're going to serve this soup over some rice. So we'll get that going here in just a minute. First thing we're going to do is get these peppers and onions sauteed up. And I'll come back in a second, y'all. Hey, y'all, while our peppers and onions are sauteing up, we're going to get our rice going. Now, I'm just going to do a minute rice, and y'all know with minute rice, your ratio is always 1 and 1. 1 cup of rice, 1 cup of liquid. Whatever liquid you're using, whether it be water or broth or whatever. I always use broth. So, with this kind of rice, I am doing this rice that I used to make for us all the time. Y'all, Kanan loved this rice, and I hardly ever make it anymore. And all it is just some chicken broth and a little bit of salsa. It just kind of reminds me of like a Spanish rice. I know it's not authentic. I'm not claiming it to be. But it is really good with dishes like this. I used to always make it with fajitas, quesadillas, tacos. I don't make it that much anymore because Braden doesn't really care for it. But I like it, and Kanan loved it. And I think it will be delicious with this soup. So what I was getting at is I did about 3/4 cup of chicken broth. And then I have about 1/4 cup of just chunky salsa here, y'all. Just this salsa right here. Just some picante sauce, paste picante sauce. Now I'm going to put that in there. And I've probably got a little bit over a cup of liquid here. So what I did was for my rice, and like I said, I was going to do 1 cup of rice. I did a little bit over, so like a heaping cupful of rice, okay? But just remember, when you do your minute rice, most of the time, it's always 1 and 1. So you do 2 cups of rice, you do 2 cups of liquid. So we're doing a little over 1 cup of each, okay? So what I'm gonna do, y'all, I just like for that to come up to a boil, our chicken broth and our salsa. And then once it does, I'm going to pop this in, and then I will just turn the burner off and just let it sit. That's why I want to go ahead and get it going now. That way it can just sit. I like for it to just sit and rest, absorb all that good liquid, and then by the time our soup gets done, it will be ready to go, y'all. Okay? So I'll come back and show you. I'm just going to let this come up to a boil, and then we'll be back and we'll toss our rice in, okay? Okay, y'all, you see our little liquid has come up to a boil here, our chicken stock and our salsa. So now what we're going to do is just put our minute rice in, and then I'm going to immediately just turn that burner off, kind of push it down in there a little bit like that. Give it a good mix, pop the lid on it, and that's it. That's all we're going to do. And then we're just gonna let this sit here and hang out until we're ready to use it, y'all, and it will be delicious. It will be fluffy, it will be good. And you can see here our peppers, and let me turn you back around here. Our peppers and onions is cooking up good. I'm gonna give them just a few more minutes, and then I'll come back and we'll start adding everything in this. Y'all, this is so super easy. All right, y'all, so you can see here our peppers and onions have sauteed up real good. Give me a spoon. I have one out. Now we're going to toss in some garlic, just my little jar of garlic here, about a good teaspoon will be plenty. Now listen, if you're not I'm using a rotisserie chicken like I told y'all. If you're not using a rotisserie chicken, then you would want to go ahead and cook your chicken first, then do your peppers and onions. And I know y'all know that, whether you want to boil it or however you want to do it, you would cook it and then do your peppers and onions, okay? And I chose to use this little dish here, because, or this pan, because it has the lower sides, and I feel like y'all can see a little bit better. Okay, so let's start adding our other stuff in, y'all. All right, so I have 1 can of Rotel here. I'm gonna toss that in. We might add a little bit of water to that. And then I am doing a can of these beans that y'all know I love so much. This is the mixed chili beans. However, the ideal bean for this dish would be black beans. Y'all know I don't love black beans, so I'm choosing to use these. You use whatever beans you want to use, or you can leave them out if you want to. But I love these. I love this sauce that they're in. And like I told y'all before, it gives a great variety of color. I just love them. So it is the mixed chili beans. You get these at Walmart. You can use kidney beans, chili beans, white beans, pinto beans, black beans, whatever you want. I'm gonna run some water in this and I'll be right back. Okay, y'all. I just run some water in that, mixed it up. Now we're going to give this a good mix. Mix this around in here. And you can use just regular diced tomatoes, or you could do the Rotel. You can use any kind of stuff that you want, y'all. Remember, this is a soup, so you use whatever you and your family like. All right, now we're going to do a package of the fajita seasoning. So let's see here. We're just going to sprinkle that in. Now let me tell you also too, what I think would be really good in this soup would be some corn. This is the Mexican corn. Y'all know I love the shoe peg corn, and then if I don't use the shoe peg, I use this. I think this or the shoe peg would be really good. I'm choosing to leave it out. I want it to be a little bit more healthy without that extra starch, since we're using the rice. But if you wanted to, you could definitely add a can of corn. I think that would be delicious. And I've been debating it, and that's why I have it sitting out here. But I think I'm going to hold off on it, because I have another dish that I'm going to make here in the next day or two that's not very carb friendly at all. So I'm thinking I need to try to do as good as I can tonight, okay? Okay, so now here I just have some of my chicken broth. Y'all know that I made up with my little stuff, my little powder that I do. Let's see. All right, that's about 1 cup. Let's see where we're at. And y'all, I'm just waiting to put my chicken in, since I have the rotisserie chicken, because I don't want it to just fall all completely apart. Now, if I had did chicken the other way and cooked it and like chopped it up, or if I had it like grilled in pieces, I would probably already put it in here. Y'all know what I mean. I just didn't want it to just fall apart to nothing. So I'm going to wait about putting that chicken in, because y'all know how it just falls apart so easily. Let's see. I know we're going to need a little bit more liquid. And you always want to give this a good stir if you're using that powder, just to make sure you got all your good stuff in there. Okay, so that's 1.5 cups of chicken broth. I'm going to let this hang out for a second, y'all, and then we will see kind of where we're at with our seasonings. We'll add our chicken in, and that is it, y'all. We have a good chicken fajita soup. We have our rice back here to serve it over. I got all kinds of good stuff over here to use for the garnish. I think y'all will love this soup. Okay, y'all, our soup has just been simmering. I tell you what, y'all are going to want to make this. Delicious, delicious looking, and it smells amazing. All right, so now what we're going to do is just put our chicken in. Like I said, I have my rotisserie chicken here. I diced it up in big pieces. That way it has a little bit of room to fall apart, and we can still have a little piece of the chicken left, okay? You can do it however you want. All right, I'm just gonna mix that around, but let me tell y'all real quick. Okay, so this is a very easy soup, but y'all know those little packages of like, I think it's called fajita chicken, and it's like in a bag. I think it's in a green bag. It's like fajita chicken. You can get one of those bags of the chicken, and you can get a bag of fajita mix, like the peppers and onions. I think it may be called fajita mix. Maybe it's just peppers and onions. I don't know what it is. But listen, you can get you a frozen bag of that, get you a bag of those little grilled chicken pieces, throw all that in, your canned stuff, your spice, and y'all, you got a pot of soup. That's how easy it is. And I think that doing it that way would be just as good. You could also do that in the crock pot. Okay? So this is a very easy soup, and then you cook your rice, which is just a minute rice. It does not take no time to cook that. I think y'all will love this. I think your kids will love it. Unless they don't like peppers and onions like Braden. He does not love this soup. So that's why I kind of only made just a small little batch of it. But this freezes well because it does not have potatoes in it. You know, potatoes do not freeze well. So this freezes really good. That's probably what I will do with what's left of it. But anyway, y'all, I'm just going to, like I said, we just put that chicken in. We'll let that get good and hot. Let this sit here and simmer for maybe 5 more minutes. I'm getting my little garnishing plate over here ready. That all of our little stuff we're going to put on top. And I'll come back and we're going to try this. Okay, y'all, let's look at our soup and let's get it built up. Does that not look so good? It smells amazing. And look at our, well, let me go ahead and get it bowled up and I'll show y'all. Let's get some out. Y'all see that chicken is still good in like big chunks. That's what I wanted, and that was why I waited to put it in last. However, like I said, if you're cooking it from the start, you wouldn't necessarily have to do that, okay? Okay, let me wipe this off. Alright, set it down here and back y'all up, and then here is my little garnishing tray. I did it kind of like, you know, if you order fajitas, you get your little tray that has all your good little stuff on there to build up your fajitas. So that's what I did here. We have some pico, some freshly shredded cheese, some avocado that I seasoned up with my everything bagel season. I love that season. I always put it on my avocado regardless of what I use it for. And then a couple limes. Of course, if you're making this for several people, you could do a bigger platter and put all this out there, and everybody can kind of build up their own little bowl of soup. That's what's so great about it. And then I have some sour cream. I'm just going to squeeze this out of the container. I didn't put any on here. But let's get this built up, y'all. Okay, let's do our cheese. Can y'all see here? Yeah. Got to have some cheese. And I debated about putting cheese in the soup, but I thought, no, I think it would be good just to garnish on top. So that's what I decided to go with. All right, let's do a little bit of our sour cream. Let's do some right there. There we go. Let's do some of our lime. It'll be perfect. Then I'm just going to lay that right there. Let's do some. I love pico, y'all. Pico, and that pico would even be good in the soup itself. But I decided to just kind of put some on top because I love it. Okay, And then let's do some of our avocado. And of course, I love avocado, so I'm gonna put a ton of that on there. Let's see, where do we want this? It's so much. And you know what else would be good on this? Some of the little tortilla strips. But I forgot, I didn't put any in my Walmart order. You know, because remember I was planning on making something different. And then my little grocery didn't have any, and that's okay. So I just decided, well, we're just not going to have any, but I think that would be great. Or you could always just do some little tortilla chips, but I think the little strips would be perfect. Y'all look at this. You got the pico, the avocado, the sour cream, the cheese. I think this looks amazing. I love it. I love fixing up stuff like this. I love to make it look pretty. Y'all know that. Alright, where is my spoon? Here it is. Alright, let's give this a taste test, y'all. Goodness gracious. This looks amazing. Oh, you know what I did? Well, I forgot the rice. So, let me think about it for a second. What are we going to do? I forgot all about our rice that we made back here. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we don't have much room here. Let's just put a little spoonful. Let's put a little spoonful right here on the side, okay? I got so carried away thinking about that little dish there that I had made. But here's our rice, y'all. This is perfect. Look at it. It fluffed up really good. That we did with our salsa and our chicken broth. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe I forgot this. I was wanting to put this in first. I was wanting to do like a big spoonful in the bottom. But I tell you what we're going to do. Let's see. Alright. We got to improvise here. Y'all know how it is. So we're going to move this over. It's not going to be as pretty now, but that's okay. We're going to move that over, and then we're going to put a little bit of rice right here. And if it runs over, that's okay, because we got our little bowl down here under it. So we're going to do it like this. Okay, that works okay. Goodness, y'all. Y'all should have told me. I am crazy as all get out. Let's see. Now, now we're ready. We've got our rice. We've got our pico. I've got stuff all over the counter here. I have got a mess. But that's okay. We'll clean it up in a minute. Let me wipe this up. Y'all know I can't take it. I've got to go ahead and wipe it up. Okay. We've got our pico, our avocado, our sour cream, our cheese. So much goodness here. I think it's going to be good. Even though we put the rice on the top. Look, it looks pretty. I like it. Alright, now let's give it a try. We couldn't eat this without that good rice anyway. That's our good little salsa rice. Okay. Oh my. Have y'all ever, y'all know how I am. I'm forgetful. Goodness, am I forgetful. Oh my goodness. Y'all. That is good. It tastes like a fajita, but it tastes like a soup. I don't know how to explain it. I'm wanting to get a little bit of this avocado because I love avocado. So I'm wanting to get a little piece of that, some of that. You know, I love the pico. Let's see what this bite's like. That sour cream, y'all, this is amazing. Y'all gotta try this. Y'all got to put this on your soup list for this winter. You will love this. It is amazing. That rice just goes with it. I don't know how to explain it. Like I said, it tastes like a fajita, but then it tastes like a soup all at the same time. And the sour cream just makes it. I don't have words for it, y'all. I want y'all to try it. I'm just going to keep eating. I've got it running down the side of my bowl. And y'all know that drives me nuts, but it's so good I can't worry about it. Y'all. That is delicious. I love that. I think it worked out perfect that we put the rice on the top, because then I could kind of see it and just kind of get some out as I went in my soup. Anyway, y'all. I feel like I got this all over me. This is delicious. I want y'all to try it. Put your rice on top or on bottom, because now we realize that either way works. This is good. I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye.